Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Jonathan Majors. Listen, the audio clips, of the cell phones, the footage, it always gets to people, it gets them hemmed up and locked up sometimes. So there's allegedly an audio of Jonathan Majors admitting that he did choke his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabbari. Said it never happened before. He claimed he did it. She was talking to him, and he admitted, like, "Oh my God, yes, I've done this." I wonder if because he knew this perhaps would be coming out, he did the interview that pretty much said, in his childhood, he was abused by men and women. So that story came out prior to this particular story now, and I'm wondering if it was him trying to get ahead of this particular story about him being caught on audio saying, "Yeah, I put my hands on you." Ay, yeah, yeah. It's so messy. But you know what, guys? Let me share screen and we're going to get more into this story. So Jonathan Majors admits to choking ex-Grace Jabbari in disturbing newly surfaced audio. Oh, I always feel for you. People can change. I'll say that before I get into anything. People can change, but I always feel for Megan Good. Because, girl, you signed up for this. You're engaged now. So, Jonathan Majors admitted to choking ex-girlfriend Grace Jabbari in a newly unearthed audio. According to September 2022 footage obtained by Rolling Stone, the Creed 3 actor and Jabbari, who dated from 2021 to 2023, were discussing the aftermath of one of their explosive fights that allegedly took place in London while they were living together. "I'm ashamed, as I never been." Majors began in the audio per the outlet. "I never been aggressive with a woman before. I never aggressed a woman. I aggressed you." Grace Jabbari interjected, "You strangled me and pushed me against the car." "Yes, all of those things are under aggress." "Yeah," he responded. "That never happened to me." The professional dancer didn't question if the violent act against her happened because of something she said. "Because I said something sarcastically in your eyes?" Jabbari asked. Mm. "Well, clearly it's more than that," Majors replied. "Something inside of you," she said. "Yes, towards you," the former Marble star agreed before the recording ended. Page Six had reached out to Majors' rep and his attorneys for a comment. In December 2023, Majors 35 was convicted of assault and harassment in a split verdict following a March 2023 fight with Jabbari inside a hired car in New York City. That was dumb. However, he was acquitted of two other counts of assault and aggravated harassment. Majors avoided jail time and was sentenced to probation in order to complete a 52-week domestic violence intervention program. In March 2024, Jabbari, 32, filed a lawsuit against her ex, accusing him of defamation, assault, and battery. At the time, the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 actress claimed in court documents that she suffered a head injury in September 2022 when the Harder They Fall star became physically aggressive following her night out with a friend. She claimed that Majors and her threw her on the hood of the car, placed her in a headlock, and covered her mouth to prevent her from screaming. The document stated that the actor then allegedly brought Jabbari inside their London home, where he repeatedly hit her head against the marble floor while strangling her until she felt she could no longer breathe. So they're kind of, doing two different incidents here. The first one is when they had the situation in New York for which he went to court for. And this particular situation is when they were living in London. And they always kind of mention that because they mentioned when in London she had this hospital stay. And that hospital stay was a result of, her having an incident with Jonathan Majors. In November 2024, the exes settled the lawsuit. Last week, the Lovecraft Country alum conducted his first major interview since his domestic violence conviction, in which he admitted to being sexually abused by both men and women since he was a child. Majors is now engaged to actress Megan Good. Oh, God. Listen, I'm not excusing anything, but let's talk for a minute here. Jonathan Majors and Grace Jabbari had a tumultuous relationship. Sometimes people get together and they are like oil and water. They just don't mix. But they're so intertwined already into their relationship. For some reason, they feel like they got to keep pushing through and continuing through with this relationship, even though they know they are no good together. I think these two, they stay together 2 days too long. I think if I had to take a guess, their problems happened early on in their relationship. And they just kept staying together and pushing through. And that is another reason why I personally feel don't move in with anybody. If y'all going to get engaged, get married, and then y'all come and y'all cohabitate together under your marital name. When you are dating and you're not even quite sure if you want to marry this person, be with this person long term, it muddies the waters when now you just wake up one day and you're like, you know what? This is just not for me. It's not that easy. Why? Because now you're living together, y'all getting mail together, maybe y'all signed a lease together, y'all bought a home together. So it's not just saying, hey, goodbye, and sending somebody a text. It's okay, how do I tell them I want out of this? And then how do we get out of this apartment, this living situation? Who's leaving? Who's staying? What are we going to do? Don't move in together. That's step one. So that way, when you wake up one day and you decide that this relationship is not what's good for my mind, body, and soul, you could punk out and send them a text. Say, you know what? This ain't working for me. I'm so sorry. It's not you. It is me. I got to go. And I want to see other people. But when they're living with each other and somebody is over it, and I'm not saying this is what happened, and you sneaking behind someone's back and you dating somebody, and then you got, it becomes messy. And yes, you may have a bitter other person. When you were sneaking behind my back, you was still laying in here with me. You was having sex with me. You was telling me you love me. But meantime, you was seeing somebody else. And now because that person want to give you an ultimatum, now you coming to me telling me I got to go. Where am I supposed to go? On the streets? It's messy. Listen, guys, y'all know the routine. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. So the situation here is he got his new movie out called Magazine Dreams. It's on Apple TV. And, I think it's ironic and probably convenient to the powers that be that all of a sudden this story comes out and this audio clip comes out of him, saying, yeah, I was aggressive with you. Yeah, she's saying, you choked me. And he goes, yeah, that's part of aggressive. Well, Jonathan, it's a long road back, but I say if, the powers that are in charge of this world can come back, then I say, so can you, Jonathan. Listen, guys, chat with me. I'll chat back. Let me know your thoughts on this video, and I'll see you in the next video.